My name is Nadia. Welcome to my channel, Star of the Earth Spiritual Guidance. For those who see me for the first time, let me introduce myself. I'm a spiritual coach. I'm an Akashic Records reader, a tarot reader. I'm a twin flame and an Andromedan starseed. Also, I'm a Reiki master and crystal healer. So, in this video, I will share with you one of the most fascinating things I've discovered while I was handling with my own destructive programs, also with psychic attacks from other people. And by the way, I've been coping with psychic attacks during the last year. And so I have rather nice experience. That's why I was able to make this summary. And the main thing I want to share with you today is that the only tool that karmic programs use, black magicians use, ancestral patterns use, all kinds of entities, whatever else that can interfere in your life, all of these things use your own energy that you don't use to create your life. And that was a tremendous discovery. If you don't use your own potential, your own power, your own abilities, if you don't participate in a certain sphere of your life, other people, other programs, other entities, or some other people who maybe don't wish you well by some reasons, they can use your own power that you don't use to create this sphere of life where you don't take action by yourself from your source energy. And how do they do that? They create your thoughts. They literally create pictures in your thoughts. If we speak about patterns, ancestral patterns, or some karmic patterns, let's say, so karmic lessons that we decided to go through during this lifetime. So how do they work? When we find ourselves in any kind of life situation, we start contemplating, we start thinking, we start visualizing, we start suspecting what is going to happen, and already involve ourselves in realization of pictures or thoughts that we have in our mind. But here's the question you should ask yourself. Is this thought yours? Is the scenery that you see unfolding truly yours? Number one, do you really want to have this kind of scenery in your life? And number two, are you ready to waste the time of your life on realization of these sceneries given to you by somebody else? So, guys, what you need to know to understand why it happens. If we don't use our own power, somebody else takes it and uses it to create our reality. We are source energy in human body. Everyone, every living creature is source energy in physical body. And source energy, God's energy, is the only energy that is capable to create. So nobody can create without this power. It's like electricity for any machine that works from electricity. And when you want to turn the machine on, if you want to use it as a tool with your purposes, you are going to turn the electricity on. Only you are the source of this, well, let's say electricity for yourself, for your own life. And guys, if you think that somebody else, like school, society, country, government, friends, family, neighbors, whoever else has impact on your life, it means that you willingly, unconsciously, or, well, usually unconsciously, gave your power in the hands of this person or thing or structure to create your life. So the only way to have everywhere, in every sphere of your life, exactly what you want is to take your power back. And how can you do it? Literally, how can you take your power back? If we speak about ancestral patterns, if we speak about entities, if we speak about other people trying to influence through making like magic spells, whatever else, just filter the pictures in your head. Just realize that the thing they put in you are not real. Number one, they use your own fears, your own weak spots that you maybe don't see yet, if they use them, to make you be scared, to make you obey. So the only way to take, well, maybe not the only, but the most popular way to take somebody's power is to scare them. So different programs, or even different people, if we speak about black magic, they do this. They find your weakest places, they amplify them, and they make you scared of your every step along your way. That's how they deprive you of your own destiny, of the highest destiny that you've come here to create as source energy in human body. And as a result, the only task for literally for every living being is to get cleared from programs, from negative patterns, from entities or some other things or people or thoughts that prevent us from using our whole potential, the whole bank of our inner battery, of our inner accumulator of power, which is source energy. It is the only energy that can create, guys. And when I start using this idea for myself, when I realized that the only thing I need to do to handle literally all of the things I've just mentioned, I just need to filter the things I think and I see, and I should choose in what concrete pictures of my nearest future I'm ready to take part. Where do I choose to get involved? In what scenery? And you know what, it was very funny for me to notice that people who try to take control over your life, they can send pictures of destructive future in every aspect of your life. For example, when I changed a lamp, I already started seeing the picture as it's blowing up in my hands, for example. If I'm planning to cook something and I start feeling joy about it, what do? These programs that prevent us from the things we desire or from the actions we desire, or the people who do some spell work, they send the pictures of negative future, like, oh, it's not going to taste well, it will never work out, like, you cannot do it, your hands are not for this job, or maybe, I don't know, you don't have enough resources, you don't have something, you don't have enough brain, and blah, blah, blah. So the negative patterns, also the spells or evil eye, other stuff like that, they prevent you from having joy of your own creation, joy from your own creation of your own life. And your joy, it is the state that connects you with your source energy, that connects you with God. Your joy, your satisfaction, your state of gratitude for all the things you have, for all the things you do, for having opportunities in your life and building something interesting according to your inner sincere heart desires. I mean negative programs, patterns, magicians, spell workers, blah, blah, blah. They take your joy away. This is literally what they eat, what they do. Mental programs and people who are obsessed with some kind of low energies, what do? They separate themselves from God. If we speak about people who are obsessed by demonic entities, involved in black magic, they separate themselves from God. It means they stop having the power to create their own lives. They stop feeling joy. They don't feel gratitude for what they have, and they start eating other people's energy. Especially if these people are bright. Especially if they see that there is a lot of energy of God in them, which is blooming. And they try to steal what they, they try to steal the same that they prevented themselves from having because they refused from it. The moment they made this exchange, the moment they sold their soul, their connection with God, they stopped having energy that creates their lives. They stopped feeling joy from being here and now. And when they see people having this joy from being here and now, when they see people connected with God and capable to create and feel empowered, they try to steal the joy, the empowerment. They start sending these negative pictures using all of the weakest spots of these bright people. And that's the thing, how negative ancestral or karmic patterns of behavior work. They separate us on mental level from God. They separate us with the help of our own fears, and they prevent us from living the life destined. They prevent us from trusting in our own power. And again, they prevent us from feeling joy of creation. It's absolutely the same. And on the one hand, like during the first moments when I realized how they do it, and that in fact everything works, everything that tries to take your life away, it doesn't matter if it's a program, if it's an entity, they do the same. So the solution is really universal. Choose by yourself what next step you are going to take, and how, like what kind of scenery you are going to live, what kind of being, what kind of personality you are going to be in this situation. And at the beginning it can be challenging, because people around, especially if you started changing your behavior, if you started getting your power back among your family, who got used to seeing you in a certain role, in a certain position, with certain qualities, certain behavior, they've got used that they can use you as a tool for their needs. And yes, it can be your family, it can be your friends, the nearest society, your colleagues on your job, and just people from the social egregore where you live at this moment. When you start changing your behavior, you stop following the sceneries they are trying to put you in. Can you hear me, guys? That's very important. You stop playing their games and start creating your life. When you get your power back, you start putting your energy in the spheres of your life which you didn't create before. You start spending more energy for yourself. You start spending more time for yourself. And when your surrounding that used to use you for their own needs start noticing it, of course, they can get rather irritated, angry. They can gaslight you. And that's the first sign that shows you that you are on the right path. You stopped being their donor. You are on the right path. You start using your energy for yourself. And your life becomes more joyful. And you start finding people closer to you, really. Not because you are obliged to be with them, but because you really want to be with them. So let's return to the beginning one more time, guys. When you filter your thoughts, when you stop creating drama because somebody can think something, because you can see negative pictures of how your step is going to unfold, create positive pictures, create positive thoughts, create your own scenario of your own life. That's the only way to get rid of all the negative influences. And that's the only way to live your full life. Not to let other people or programs or entities or whoever else or whatever else to live through your energy. But you get your power back and you start living your own life, creating your own plot for yourself. Your thoughts are extremely important. And it is one of the hardest works that you can do for yourself. Just choose what you think, choose what you see for yourself, and choose what you feel about yourself, who you are, what you're capable of. And thank you guys for your attention. I wish you all the best. Leave your comments if the information resonated with you, and maybe you are going to have some kind of examples from your own life. I'll be happy to read about it. Okay guys, see you on my next videos. Bye.